My fiancée snuck off with her friend on our Bachelorette trip, so I vanished, took back the ring, and let her face the empty altar. You won't believe what followed. I'm Harrison, 32, commercial pilot for a major airline. Been flying since I was 19, worked my way up from regional carriers to international routes. The job taught me something crucial. In aviation, emotions get people killed. You stay calm, follow procedure, trust your instruments. That training saved me in ways I never expected. Met Giselle 5 years ago at a mutual friend's barbecue in Denver. She was 27 then, ran her own luxury event planning company. Beautiful, ambitious, had this laugh that made everyone turn their heads. She approached me first, made some joke about hoping pilots had better navigation skills on the ground. I was hooked. The relationship moved fast but felt right. She understood my irregular schedule, I supported her business growth. Within a year, we had a place together in Cherry Creek. Joint accounts by year 2. By year 3, I was shopping for rings. The proposal happened at her favorite restaurant. Nothing flashy, I knew she'd want to plan any major event herself. She said yes immediately, started crying, the whole restaurant applauded. That was 14 months ago. Wedding planning consumed her. She turned it into a showcase for her business, 400 guests, country club venue, $85,000 budget that we split equally. I trusted her completely with the details. My only jobs were showing up and paying half the invoices. I should mention Theo here. Her business partner. They'd started working together 2 years ago when she needed someone to handle corporate accounts while she focused on weddings. Charming guy, engaged to Sienna whose father owned a hotel chain. We'd done couples dinners. I taught him to golf. He was at my bachelor party. Part 2, Discovery. Tuesday night, October 3rd, 11:47 p.m. 2 nights before our wedding. Giselle was showering. Her tablet buzzed on the nightstand. Vendor emergency, she'd said, leave it on loud. The message preview showed a photo that wasn't about catering. I picked up the tablet. She'd removed the passcode weeks ago because she was too busy to keep typing it. The thread with Theo opened immediately. 18 months of messages. Videos. Photos. Timestamps that lined up with her vendor meetings and sick mother visits. Her mother lived in Boston. The hotel receipts were from Aurora, 20 minutes away. I sat there reading for 37 minutes. The shower kept running. My pilot training kicked in, no panic, just systematic information gathering. They'd been physical since month 6 of knowing each other. She called me Captain Clueless in one message. Theo responded with he's funding our future at least. They laughed about using my flight benefits for their trips, coding them as business expenses. In one video, timestamp showing a night I was flying red-eye to Newark, she wore the lingerie I'd bought her for our anniversary. In another, she detailed their plan: marry me, wait 14 months for my pension vesting, divorce with infidelity claims they'd fabricate using a hired actor. The most recent message, sent 3 hours earlier, 2 more days of pretending, baby. Then 1 year until we're free and rich. The shower stopped. I screenshot everything to my cloud storage, placed the tablet back exactly as it was, and got into bed. She came out humming the wedding song. You okay, babe? She asked, climbing in beside me. You look tense. Just thinking about Friday, I said, kissing her forehead. Want everything perfect for you. She snuggled closer. It will be. Part 3, The Investigation. Wednesday, October 4th. 1 day before the wedding. I called in sick to my scheduled flight, first time in 7 years. Told Giselle I had prelims for my captain upgrade. She barely looked up from her phone, just kissed me goodbye. First stop, my lawyer friend Duncan, former JAG officer who now handled aviation law. I showed him everything. He made copies, confirmed the fraud angles, started paperwork. Colorado's laws were clear on financial deception. The credit cards she'd opened in my name without consent were federal wire fraud. Second stop, private investigator my airline used for background checks. Cost me $3,000 for rush service. By 2 p.m., I had everything. Theo wasn't just cheating with Giselle. 2 other women, all clients' wives. His business was failing, 3 lawsuits pending for breach of contract. Giselle had stolen her former employer's client list when starting her company. She'd been billing our wedding vendors 30% above their quotes, pocketing the difference. The joint business account I'd co-signed for? $43,000 in debt. Third stop, our apartment. I documented everything. Found her hidden credit cards, the receipts she'd kept, her backup phone in her car. She'd saved videos of them together, labeled with dates that matched her mother visits. I moved methodically. Copied all documents. Photographed everything. Uploaded to 3 separate cloud services. Created an automated email scheduled for noon Friday to her father, her company's board, Theo's fiancée, and 50 others if I didn't cancel it manually. That evening, I attended the rehearsal dinner. Shook hands, gave toasts, kissed Giselle during the slideshow. Her bridesmaid Monica kept giggling, whispering to Giselle about Friday night plans. They had a Vegas trip booked with Theo for Saturday, charged to my card. Part 4, The Preparation. Thursday, October 5th. Wedding day. I woke at 4 a.m. Giselle slept soundly. I studied her face one last time, looking for something I'd missed. Some tell. Some sign. Nothing. Just peaceful sleep. Made coffee, transferred our joint savings to my personal account, legally allowed as joint holder. Moved my direct deposits. Cancelled her authorized user status on my cards. Changed every password. All while she slept 15 feet away. 5:30 a.m. Met the AV team at the venue. Paid them $5,000 cash for special arrangements. They were professionals, asked no questions, just confirmed the setup. 6:45 a.m. Briefed my groomsmen. My brother Paul, co-pilot friend Ramon, and 2 college buddies. Showed them enough evidence. Paul wanted to confront her immediately. I told him to trust the process. 8 a.m. Called the catering manager, added special dietary instructions that would delay food service by 90 minutes. Needed time for the show. 9:30 a.m. Met with the photographer, gave specific shot list and memory cards that would malfunction after ceremony. 10:45 a.m. Final touch. Placed the ring box at the altar. Inside, her engagement ring, the wedding band, and a USB drive containing everything. Label read, your wedding gift. Part 5, The Ceremony. 2 p.m. 400 guests seated. Orchestra playing. October Colorado sun perfect through the country club windows. I stood at the altar, watching Giselle's father walk her down the aisle. Judge Harrison Beaumont, 63 years old, senior circuit court. He'd paid for half this wedding. He glowed with pride. Giselle looked stunning. $10,000 dress, perfect makeup, radiant smile. Behind her, 6 bridesmaids including Monica, her accomplice. Across from me, Theo stood as groomsman, wearing cufflinks she'd bought him with my money. The officiant began. I raised my hand. Before we continue, I announced, voice steady, I've prepared something special. A tribute to our journey together. The screens lowered. The lights dimmed. Giselle smiled, touched her heart, mouthed I love you. The first image, her and Theo at the Aurora Hotel, timestamp visible. The smile froze. Guests gasped. The second image, credit card statements showing charges to their room under wedding supplies. Her father stood up. The third, messages about the pension plan, calling me the mark. Theo stepped backward. Then came the audio. Her voice, clear through the country club speakers. Harrison's so pathetic. Thinks I actually love him. 1 year after the wedding, I'll have half his pension and the business equity. Theo and I already have a house picked in Aspen. Sienna, Theo's fiancée, screamed. Actually screamed. Her father, owner of Grandview Hotel Group, grabbed Theo by the collar. I continued standing calm, watching chaos unfold. There's more, I announced. The room fell silent. The next slide, business documents showing her client theft from her former employer. Her boss, invited as honored guest, pulled out his phone, stepping outside. Next, evidence of the bridesmaid accomplice network, including Monica's texts coaching Giselle on keeping the act up until payday. Monica ran for the exit. 2 other bridesmaids followed. Final slide, the credit fraud documentation, accounts opened in my name, my forged signature highlighted. Judge Beaumont turned to his daughter. Is this real? Giselle's mouth opened. No words came. The wedding is cancelled, I announced. The reception will continue, I've already paid for your meals. The bar is open. Please, enjoy yourselves. I'm told the cake is excellent. I walked down the aisle. Stopped at Giselle. Check the altar, I said quietly. Your gift is waiting. Part 6, The Immediate Fallout. The next 6 hours unfolded through text messages and calls while I sat in my apartment, bourbon in hand, watching everything burn. 2:47 p.m., Paul, brother, Sienna's father just fired Theo on the spot. Security is escorting him out. 3:15 p.m., Duncan, lawyer, fraud charges filed. Warrant will be issued Monday. 3:32 p.m., Ramon, co-pilot, Judge Beaumont just disowned Giselle publicly. Said he's reporting her to the State Bar's Ethics Committee. 4:18 p.m., wedding photographer, she found the USB. Threw up in the bathroom. 4:45 p.m., unknown number, Giselle's boss, thank you for the information. Her employment is terminated. We're pressing charges. 5:20 p.m., Paul, Monica just got fired. Someone sent the evidence to her school district. 6:30 p.m., Sienna, thank you. You saved my life. My father's lawyers will be in touch about Theo. The calls from Giselle started at 7 p.m. 47 attempts in 2 hours. I answered the 48th. Harrison, please. You get nothing. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, it was a mistake. You get nothing. I'll do anything, counseling, therapy, please. You get nothing. I hung up. Blocked her number. Blocked her email. Blocked her everything. Update 1, the legal resolution. 2 weeks later. The legal machinery moved faster than expected. Duncan was ruthless. Giselle was arrested on fraud charges the Monday after the wedding. $43,000 in false credit applications is a federal offense. Released on bail posted by a cousin, her father refused. Theo fled to Canada but got stopped at the border. Turns out Sienna's father has connections. He's facing criminal charges plus civil suits totaling $2.8 million. Monica and 2 other bridesmaids were named in civil conspiracy suits. Monica lost her teaching position. One bridesmaid's husband filed for divorce after learning she'd helped cover the affair. The event planning company imploded. Clients canceled contracts after the story spread. Her former employer won an immediate injunction for client theft. Her business insurance refused coverage due to fraudulent acts. Bankruptcy filed within 3 weeks. My financial recovery was swift. Joint account already secured. Fraudulent cards canceled with zero liability to me. The wedding deposits I'd paid were partially refunded after vendors heard what happened. Several refused to work with Giselle ever again. The country club actually gave me a membership credit, said the drama brought in record bar sales that day. Update 2, the industry collapse, 1 month later. You don't destroy someone's professional reputation in the luxury event industry and expect containment. The story spread through Denver's social circle like wildfire. 3 major hotels blacklisted Giselle and Theo. The Grandview Hotel Group sent cease and desist letters to any venue considering hiring them. The Colorado Event Planners Association revoked her membership. Her Instagram, crucial for her business, lost 30,000 followers in 2 days after the wedding video leaked. Judge Beaumont used his influence strategically. Word spread through legal circles that his daughter was professionally radioactive. Law firms wouldn't touch her case. She had to use a public defender for the fraud charges. Her apartment complex evicted her after the arrest. No one would rent to her with pending federal charges. She moved in with a distant aunt in Wyoming. Theo's situation was worse. Sienna's father didn't just fire him, he made sure every major hotel chain knew why. The pending lawsuits made him uninsurable. His fiancée took back the Mercedes she'd bought him. His business partner bought out his shares for $1 to avoid litigation contamination. Last I heard, he was working at a car rental office in Fort Collins. Update 3, the personal aftermath, 3 months later. The best revenge is living well. Cliché but true. My airline promoted me to international routes. The review board said my handling of the situation showed exceptional judgment under pressure. The salary increase covered the wedding losses twice over. Started flying Tokyo routes. Met Yuki, a flight attendant who'd actually witnessed the wedding chaos. Her sister worked catering that day. She asked me out during a layover. Said anyone who could maintain that much composure while destroying someone deserved coffee at minimum. We've been together 4 months now. She's nothing like Giselle, quieter, genuine, finds the humor in small things. Doesn't post our relationship online. Doesn't need validation from strangers. Meanwhile, Giselle's descent continued. The fraud conviction came with 2 years probation and $50,000 in restitution. She's working at a call center in Cheyenne. Minimum wage. Her Instagram became a cautionary tale. Financial advisors literally use her story as a case study in fraud consequences. Monica fled to Florida, but the internet doesn't forget. Someone created a website with all the evidence. Every employer who Googles her finds it. Last update, working at a grocery store, lost her teaching license permanently. Update 4, the final contact, 6 months later. Yesterday, Giselle's father called. First time since the wedding. Harrison, I owe you an apology. You don't owe me anything, sir. I raised her. The failure is mine too. We all missed it. No, you didn't. You just loved her anyway. Until you couldn't. He told me she'd written me a letter. Asked if I'd read it. I said no. Good, he said. Some bridges should stay burned. Then he told me something that explained everything. Her mother left me the same way. Hid money, had an affair, planned to take everything. Giselle was 12. She watched me crumble. I guess she learned the wrong lesson. Be the one who leaves first, takes the most. I'm sorry. Don't be. You showed her what consequences look like. Something I never could. You might have saved the next man. We haven't spoken since. Epilogue, lessons from 35,000 feet. I'm writing this conclusion as we descend into Narita Airport. Yuki's sleeping in the crew rest area. The Pacific stretches endlessly below. People ask if I regret the public destruction. If I should have handled it privately. No. Privacy protects predators. Giselle and Theo weren't just cheating, they were orchestrating financial fraud, planning systematic destruction of my life. They involved others, made it a conspiracy. They deserved every consequence delivered in full view of their world. The wedding cost me $42,500. The revenge cost maybe $10,000 in legal fees and preparations. But watching someone who planned to destroy me slowly get destroyed instantly? Priceless. Some called me cold. Calculating. Ruthless. Good. When someone shows you they're capable of that level of deception, you don't respond with half measures. You don't give them another chance to strike. You end them completely, professionally, financially, socially. The opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. I don't hate Giselle. I nothing her. She's a cautionary tale I tell at airline bars, a funny story about the time I turned my wedding into a criminal evidence presentation. Theo still sends letters through lawyers begging me to drop civil suits. I don't respond. My lawyer just forwards them to Sienna's father's legal team. The punishment continues without my involvement. Monica tried reaching out through a mutual friend last month. Wanted to apologize, explain her side. I sent back 3 words, you get nothing. That's become my motto. When people show you who they are through their actions, believe them. When they try to destroy you, destroy them first. Completely. Publicly. Permanently. And when they beg for mercy, remember what they planned for you. Then give them nothing. Final update edit. Since some asked, yes, I kept the ring. Had it melted down, donated the gold value to a shelter for domestic abuse victims. Seemed fitting, taking something meant to symbolize eternal love and turning it into protection for people who've experienced betrayal. Giselle knows about it. She called it cruel. I called it poetic. The difference between us? I sleep perfectly at night. She doesn't sleep at all. Comments are open. To those saying I went too far, she committed federal fraud, enlisted accomplices, and planned to steal my pension. I just gave her the wedding she deserved, unforgettable, public, and thoroughly documented. To those currently planning similar revenge, document everything. Lawyer first, emotion second. And remember, the best revenge isn't just destroying them. It's being completely untouched while they burn. Flying to Tokyo again next week. Life's good at 35,000 feet. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you really like our videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.